First tweet so far that we've gotten. The best one is from Mick, who says, Key looks like he's on his way to a beach wedding with the clean white chucks.
Man,
I can't see him over there.
Yeah, the white chucks, baby.
I like that.
I mean, that's just, you know, that's California love, though, Skip. That's all that is, just
That's my
California
all-time
love.
favorite song, by the way. Let's try another tweet. Oh, this is about me. This is from Live Laugh Talk Podcast. Skip has stepped up his fashion game on the new Undisputed. I appreciate that very much.
Yeah, you're getting dynamic with that shirt.
I think I won today anyway.
No question, no question.
But Irv isn't here, so I had a shot.
That's
today,
a
right?
nice shirt.
That is a nice shirt.
I appreciate
I got to get
that.
more dynamic with my shirts.
Okay, but you got me on day one, though. That was sweet.
Yeah, you was looking like a
Tweet number
prosecutor on
3,
that one.
this is from Dylan. Richard Sherman calling Aaron Rodgers Batman saving Gotham, more like Alfred trying to be Batman. I'll buy that.
Alfred.
Alfred.
You
Yes,
ain't going outside
Alfred.
your mind.
I'm going
Dylan.
Alfred.
So that must. So whoever tweeted that in must be an Aaron Rodgers hater.
That's in there. You're hating your heart.
Or
Let it out.
maybe it's the lone Skip lover out there. I don't
It's more
Back
hate
to
than-
business. Bill Belichick has what? Waived both his backup quarterbacks, leaving the Patriots with Mac Jones as the only quarterback left on the roster? Bailey Zappi started and won 2 games last year and became a fan favorite. He was a 4th-round pick last year. Malik Cunningham is an undrafted rookie. It's possible one or both could wind up back on the Patriots practice squad, but to me, cutting both backups was classic Belichick. Classic, look at me. Classic, genius at work here. Classic, I'm playing chess while the others are just playing checkers. I've long said Belichick is an overrated product of Tom Brady. But now I want to hear what Keyshawn and Richard think. Let's go with Key first. What did yesterday tell you about a guy you love, Bill Belichick?
Well, I would, cutting Bailey Zappi a little bit of surprise to me when I look at his play last season in the 2 games that I had a chance to see, despite
the only 2, yeah.
Despite the coordinators who was calling the plays, I had to say to myself, he looked better than Matt Jones at that point in time.
He did.
So I don't know what happened between those games and yesterday.
Yep.
Something wasn't right along the way, whether it was preseason, whether it was in training camp with Bill O'Brien, that they felt they needed to move on from him. Now, you say that Bill Belichick, is playing this and he's saying that and it's all Tom Brady. That's not true. That's not true at all. Okay? He knows what he's doing, because if he didn't know what he was doing, he wouldn't be there.
Well, he obviously knows what he's doing.
He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
He knows what he wants to do with his roster and his team. They have an opportunity to sign him back, whether it's to the practice squad or the 53-man roster. One of the things that Belichick likes to do is play with the roster. He always playing with it, moving things around,
I agree.
pieces around. Same thing.
Was that his ego talking, or
No, I don't
or
think.
his genius talking?
I think it's trying to find the right mix of players to put on his team. There's this disdain for Bill Belichick throughout certain media outlets because he does not open up the way that a lot of people do. Okay, he treats the media a certain way.
He does.
So the first thing you have an opportunity to do is really dissect his career based on Tom Brady being there and Tom Brady being gone. Now, all of a sudden, does he know what he's doing? Is it the genius of him? He didn't say I'm a genius. We all started tabbing him as a genius. Oh, he's a genius, he's a genius, he's a genius. He did find Tom Brady in the 6th round. When everybody else passed him up.
Scout touted him.
No, but the head coach got to sign off on it and go look at it.
But
You don't give him credit for looking at everything. You don't. But you also got to be fair when you're assessing the situation.
I'm going to be fair.
Has he won big since Tom Brady's been gone? No.
Did he win big before Tom Brady? Say it again. No.
Well, what you mean he didn't win big before? Cleveland was a mess.
I don't care. I don't
Cleveland
care.
was a mess.
What I'm saying is the man you're giving credit to. You gotta treat him the same in every situation. You gotta be objective. Treat him the same.
I'm so objective.
He has been 500 since Tom left. No.
I just do that.
Why can't you do it? Because you judged Tom when he left. You said, hey, if he can't win without Belichick, then it was Belichick. And what did Tom go do? Tom went and won a Super Bowl the first season he left to say, hey, it was me. It was me. It's not him. It's me. And then you know what we give him? When Belichick does something crazy that we would say is crazy for other coaches to do, like if Kyle Shanahan took his defensive coordinator and made him his offensive coordinator and made his special teams coach his quarterback's coach, you would say, what are you doing? What are you doing? You have lost your mind.
Richard, I said it was the craziest move that I've ever seen. You took Matt Patricia, who wasn't a great defensive coordinator to me or head coach in Detroit to begin with.
Correct.
It made him the offensive coordinator. But what Belichick did do was recognize, I just made a blunder and a mistake. And he went out and pried Bill O'Brien away from his good friend Nick Saban. So he admitted he made a mistake.
He didn't admit it soon enough. Key, you're not a coach. You knew that as soon as you heard it. As soon as you heard that, you said, wait, you making Matt Patricia offensive coordinator? That's a terrible move. You didn't need a whole season worth of work to know that's not going to work. Then you have to go through these quarterbacks. Now Mac Jones is yelling at his coordinator, yelling at his teammates. Now it's making it's creating division on your team. We're making storylines about Mac Jones yelling at Patricia and how much division. Now you're making more issues for your team, and you're not winning. You're not winning. So now you say, we're going to cut both backup quarterbacks. You know, this is Belichick.
But both backup quarterbacks might stink to him.
Yeah, but if you go into week one and anything happens to Mac Jones, you're out there with a guy who does not know your system, who does not know your playbook, and he has to go out there and try to win you ball games.
I can guarantee you.
You can't guarantee anything in football.
No, I can guarantee you that he has a plan in place.
You can't guarantee that.
I can guarantee you, man. I can guarantee you that.
Okay, what I'm saying
I can guarantee you got a plan in place.
You can say he has a plan, but what I'm telling you right now is he doesn't have a backup quarterback for Mac Jones right now. That's a fact. You can say what you think. I can tell you the fact of the matter is he ain't got a backup quarterback.
It's been 24 hours.
Right, and they're on the street. So regardless, you took a risk. You took a huge risk because if both of them get picked up somewhere else,
but what I would say is I don't know his plan, but if they do, like you said, get picked up off waivers, they don't clear waivers and they both get picked up, there is a quarterback out there that they identified that can fill in and fit their system. They're not Bill Belichick, for what I know, and Bill, he ain't just doing something wild.
But let's go logic. Who has played for them in the last couple years? Who has backed up for them in the last couple of years? Who would know their system? What is their system right now?
It's got to be Brian Hoyer.
It's got to be Brian Hoyer or somebody.
Maybe Brian Hoyer becomes available for him, and they say, I like Brian Hoyer.
It probably will be.
If that's his plan, again, if this was another coach and you said this was his plan, you'd be sitting there looking at him like, you crazy.
Well, he is crazy for cutting Zappe, but I don't know how Zappe played.
Keyshawn, back to what Richard started with. If you look hard at Cleveland, and I know it was a mess when he walked in the door. I got you. But they go 7-9. It's not all that bad. And then they go 7-9 again. And then he had a breakthrough, and it was 11-5. And they won a playoff game and lost another one. That was with Vinny Testaverde, who you played with in New York, obviously. And then he goes 5-11 and gets fired. And he goes to New England, and he starts off with a 5-11. And then he starts off year 2, 0-2. And I know one assistant coach on that staff very well, and he said, I had my for sale sign ready for my house because it's coming fast, and it did not look good. And you know what happened? That 6th rounder fell out of the sky because Drew Bledsoe got hurt against the Jets and right into Belichick's lap. And I got you, he took him in the 6th round, but if you really knew what you were taking there, wouldn't you take him in the 2nd round?
No, but you don't know what you're taking. When you're looking at him, he doesn't have a first-round body. No. He doesn't. And what do they like? What do they like?
They like
first-round bodies.
Height,
weight, triangle numbers, height, weight, size, and speed.
Okay.
0 for Tom Brady.
If you watched Tom Brady, for Michigan against Alabama in the Orange Bowl, he lit up the night.
But he was in a dogfight at Michigan with my good friend Drew Henson at quarterback. In a dogfight with a third baseman from the Yankees.
No, that's
come on. Seriously.
That's the coach's fault. It is. No.
And it might be, Skip. But when you start to break down, this is not an indictment on Tom Brady, so don't think that that's what I'm doing.
No.
I'm just trying to break it down so that everybody understands. When you make a decision to go with a guy at Tom Brady in the 6th round because Drew Bledsoe has a cracked sternum because of Mo Lewis knocking him out of bounds, along the way comes Brady. Now you got to make a decision. Do I Go back to a Pro Bowl quarterback that I know can get it done, or do I stay with terrific Tom?
Okay, I'll give you that.
He
That
stayed
took
with
some
terrific
guts.
time,
It did.
Tom,
Yep.
until Pittsburgh, and then Drew had to help them get to the Super Bowl. Then
did.
eventually he moved on from Drew, stayed with Tom. In those first 3 Super Bowls, or 2.5 Super Bowls, so to speak, Tom Brady did what he needed to do. He drove and didn't crash.
Yep.
The defense of Willie McGinnis and Ted